Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you had something fun to do last Wednesday when we were not here. I'm thrilled to be back with you all for 4 rounds of trivia this evening. Come get yourself signed up for tonight's game. This is the website to come to for your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, you're going to notice that we're looking for some basic sign-up details from you. This includes a team name, an email address, and then there's a drop-down menu in which you can let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. Whatever your league status may be, we welcome you to play with us here this evening. We'll check in with our current league standings in just a little bit for this season of NYC Trivia League. Thank you so much to those of you who are signed up for the league. We are in week 8 of season 55. If you're not in the league, that is a-okay too. Play casually with us here tonight. Maybe you've never played the game. Let me tell you how it works. This evening, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. The first 3 topics are question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final theme of the evening is going to be a picture round. So the majority of our quiz are these question and answer style rounds, and here's how it works. As I ask you a question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. So you will be able to see those questions as I'm asking them. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options. The majority of your questions this evening are going to be short answer in nature. It is your job to enter in the response that you think is correct, and then please click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. All of those questions in the first 3 rounds are going to have their own 20-second countdown timer. If you enter in a response and you want to change it and you still have some time left on that timer, please feel free to change your answer. Just make sure that you click submit answers again so we receive your updated response. Additionally, in the event that you spell anything incorrectly, I don't want you to worry about that too much. We do have a great system in place to handle such things, which is that I will be reviewing your questions, your answers rather, as they come in. So I will make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hi there, welcome. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. Get your team signed up for tonight's game by coming to this website. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name and email address, then let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. We welcome everybody to play with us, whether or not you are in the league. Back to the structure of the game, that 4th and final round is going to work a little bit differently than our first 3 topics. It is going to be a picture round, and it's structured quite a bit differently. I will wait till we get to that point of the game to walk you all through it in detail so you don't forget. Why talk about it now? All right, I do have 2 rules. Those are important to know right off the bat. Rule number 1, the most important rule of trivia: there is no cheating in this game. Kindly refrain from looking the answers up in any way, shape, or form. That is not the purpose of what we're doing here tonight. So we know you could do that. Do not let the robot overlords win. Rule number 2, kindly refrain from giving away the answers in the chat. We love hearing from you all in the chat, so keep it going. Let's get this conversation started. Just don't give away the answers. Those are the only 2 things that we ask of you. Other than that, hope you have a great time here tonight. Let's get wild. This is your last opportunity, folks, to get signed up for tonight's quiz before we dive into round number 1. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, enter in a team name, email address, let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. And you are going to be joining the likes of Hot Dog Hideout, down to our most recent team to sign up, Quizster. Welcome to those 2 teams and every team in between. Good luck on the quiz this evening. Let's dive right on into round number one. Tonight, our first topic is Barbenheimer. You heard it here, folks. Maybe you've seen the Barbie movie or Oppenheimer, the movie. If so, that's generally the topic of this first round. Though those movies are only going to come up a little bit. So don't worry if you haven't seen either or both of them just yet. Here's how round one is going to work. Barb or Heim will pop up in either the question or answer in this round. Let's do it. Here's question number one. With the Barbie movie in theaters this summer, Barbie dolls are having a cultural moment. The doll was first sold in 1959 and has been one of the best-selling dolls worldwide ever since. According to Mattel, what is Barbie's last name? Yellow mayo on top of it. Going to see Oppenheimer again in IMAX. I'm envious. We want to see it in IMAX and it's sold out. All right, an answer for you for number one. Barbie's last name is Roberts. Barbie Roberts. A tough first question, though 14 teams got that one correct, which is only 29% of you all. Pretty tough. Question two. Running back and return specialist Naheem Hines, currently of what NFL team, is expected to miss the entirety of the 2023 season after injuries sustained in a jet ski accident. Hint, it is a team tied for the most Super Bowl appearances without a win. Name that NFL team that Naheem Hines plays for. This team is tied with the Minnesota Vikings for the most Super Bowl appearances without a win. It's the Buffalo Bills. The Bills, your correct answer for number two. Question number three. In 1973, Barbara Jordan became the first Black Southern woman to be elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, serving the 18th District of what U.S. state? I've got an answer for you all for number three. Barbara Jordan, a House of Representatives member from Texas. Texas is your correct answer for number three. Another tough one, but 35% of you all pulled it off. Our fourth question in this Barbenheimer round. In Norse mythology, what is the name of the burning rainbow bridge of which the god Heimdall is the sole protector? Perhaps you're a Norse mythology expert or an Idris Elba fan, and you knew that Heimdall is the sole protector of the Bifrost. Bifrost, your answer there for question number 4. Our fifth question in round number 1. In the 2020 comedy movie Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar, the duo is often seen sporting and talking about what style of pants that end at the knees and have a French name. Got an answer for you all. Those pants with a French name that Barb and Star are known for sporting are culottes. Culotte, your correct answer for number 5. 83% of you got that one right. Perhaps because it was my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you would have known that culottes would be coming up this evening. Give me a follow. I will help you out every single time you play. So your next hint coming up a week from today. I did go in there and recorrect any of the answers that were spelled a little funky for culottes. So do not fret. You should have an I did just see one that slipped by. So at this point, rescored. Everyone should have the points they deserve. On to question number 6. In 2006, the American Red Cross updated their guidelines for treating choking, replacing what 2 words with abdominal thrust? I gladly re-explored the culottes. One team put suitcase culottes, which maybe is a very specific Barb and Star reference that I simply don't remember. But you said culottes. I'm giving you the point. Everyone should have those points now. The American Red Cross, they wanted to also include that you should hit somebody on the back first if they're choking, which made it different from the Heimlich maneuver. So it's no longer called that, but rather abdominal thrusts. And I'm happy to report that all of you took your Red Cross training or understood this question well enough that we have a social on our hands. Question number 7. Georgina Campbell stars in what 2022 horror movie that centers around her character staying at an Airbnb that isn't what it seems? If you weren't sure, hopefully the theme of the round helped you out here. We know that Barb or Heim is either going to come up in the question or the answer. In this case, Barbarian is your correct response for number 7. Our eighth question in this round: J. Robert Oppenheimer was in charge of what research and development undertaking during World War II, tasked with designing and building the first nuclear bombs at Los Alamos Laboratory? I agree. Yellow Mayo Barbarian, so good. Very fun movie. Uh, I do have an answer for you all for question number eight. It is, of course, the Manhattan Project. Manhattan Project, you're correct. Response there. We've got just a couple more in this Barbenheimer themed round. Let's check out question number nine. What colorful sounding Danish dance pop group sang the 1997 hit song Barbie Girl? That Danish dance pop group, you know better as Aqua. Aqua, your answer for number nine. And we're on to our final question of round number one. Here it is. Named for an 18th century German musical technique, what American neoclassical New Age ensemble founded by Chip Davis is known for their modern interpretations of Christmas songs like Carol of the Bells? Shout out to the team who couldn't think of it but tried to follow along with the theme here and put Sondheim. I like where your head is at. But to the teams who put Mannheim Steamroller, you got that point. Mannheim Steamroller. That does bring us to the end of our first round of the quiz. How's it going? Let's see. Currently, we've got a tie here in 10th place with 8 points each. The Rubber Yolks, Team Cockroach, the next dehydration. Jewel Hand Luke bringing up the rear. We drink and we know things 22. Chi Chi's forever. Team Cockroach, not a registered sex offender. And Hot Dog Hideout, tied in 6th with 9 points. Baby Sis, Bed Turd, pieced it together. And Why Not Zoidberg, tied for the lead right now with perfect scores thus far, 10 for 10. We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, and 69. Jackash Incorporated and Two for the Drinks, Two for the Snacks. Before we get into our second round of the evening, did you know we do private events and we would absolutely love to work with you? I am the coordinator of our private events. So you can reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. We do events in person, virtually, hybrids of the two. We put things together for corporations. We also do things for individuals like birthday parties. Whatever it is that you have concocting in your mind, we want to be a part of it. So reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com, and we are here to put together the perfect event tailored just for you. Let's get into round number two tonight, which is in the category of Island hopping. We're talking about islands in this second round. Let's do it. Round two. Question one. Hart Island and City Island are part of the Pelham Archipelago, located in which of the New York City boroughs? Those two islands are part of the Bronx is your correct answer for round two. Question number one. Of course, Pelham Bay Park, located in the Bronx, happens to be the largest park in all of New York City. Our second question of the evening, or pardon me, of the round of the evening, known for its many delicious culinary offerings like cannoli, what Italian island has been given the nickname God's Kitchen? God's Kitchen, home of cannoli. It originated there, as did many other delicious foods. If you put Sicily, you got that point for number two. Question number three. Mauna Loa is one of the five volcanoes which form what island in the state of Hawaii? Mauna Loa, one of the five volcanoes that form the island of Hawaii, or the Big Island. Anything that indicated to me, you know, it is Hawaii and the Big Island. I'm going to get you that point for question number three. A tough one. Our number one response there was Oahu, followed closely by Maui. So, Big Island, congrats to those of you who got that right. Our fourth question in this round, Sacha Baron Cohen voices King Julian, who is what kind of primate in the Madagascar film series? He likes to move it, move it. King Julian is a lemur. If you put ring-tailed lemur, no bonus points, but great job. Also correct. 76% of you all got that one right. I do see a couple I need to rescore here, so sit tight if you don't see a correct response right off the bat. We're on to our fifth question in island hopping. Here it is. Home to the capital of Papeete. What is the most populous of the Society Islands in French Polynesia? The most populous of the Society Islands in French Polynesia is Tahiti. Tahiti, your correct response for number 5. Our sixth question in this round. Local residents of Long Beach Island and other shore towns in New Jersey use several slang terms to refer to summer tourists who don't live on the shore. What name, like that of Safdie, Goodman, or Hill, can often be seen in graffiti, followed by the words, "Go home"? I have heard that "shooby" is another word for out of towners used on the Jersey Shore, but Safdie, Goodman, and Hill are all Bennies, as in Benny, go home, or go home, Bennies. I did not know this one before today, but 39% of you either did know or figured out that clue. Our seventh question in this round. What Caribbean country with 3 main islands composed of one larger island and the 2 smaller islands Carriacou and Petite Martinique, has the nickname the Island of Spice due to its production of nutmeg and mace crops? The Island of Spice. What island is that? The Island of Spice. You may know better as Grenada. Grenada, your correct response for number 7. Incredibly tough one with only 18% of you getting that one correct. I do believe it deserves one of these. But also, a wonderful job to those of you who got it correct, and special shout out to the team who put Arrakis. 3 more questions in this island round, then we're moving on to something else. Here's number 8. The Island is a 2005 dystopian sci-fi action thriller directed by Michael Bay and starring Ewan McGregor and what Asteroid City actress as Jordan 2 Delta? Team 578, that's so funny you bring that up about Grenada and grenadine. I'm actually not sure if that's correct, but I did actually learn today that grenade means pomegranate in French, and that grenadine is pomegranate mix, whatever you call that, add in to a beverage. But maybe also it comes from Grenada. Not sure. An answer for you all for number 8. That co-star of the island is Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson, your correct answer right there. Question number 9. Eventide Island. Oh, pardon me, Eventide. Eventide Island is a location off the coast of Hyrule. In what video game series? Name that series. Eventide Island, located off the coast of Hyrule. You can find both of those places in The Legend of Zelda. Zelda video games, your answer for number 9. 76% of you got that one right. And we are on to our final question of round number 2. What writer-director has set several of his plays and films in the Aran Islands? The Lieutenant of Inishmore is set on a real island, while The Banshees of Inisherin is set on a fictional one. Answers creeping in for this one, which makes me think might have been a little bit tricky. A lot of you going, yeah, Brendan Gleeson was in that movie. Maybe it's him. A lot of you putting the wrong first name, but right last name. His name is Martin McDonagh. Martin McDonagh, your correct response for number 10. That does bring us to the end of round number 2. Let's check in with our standings, see what's happening thus far. Well, in 11th place right now with 15 points, the Rubber Yolks. Tied in 9th with 16, we have Swearwolves and Why Not Zoidberg. Tied in 7th with 17 points, Jackass Incorporated and We Drink and We Know Things, 22. In 6th place with 18 points, Not a Registered Sex Offender. Tied in 2nd place with 19 points, We Drink and We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69, and pieced it together. And pulling into the lead all on their lonesome, the only team to hold on to a perfect score 2 rounds into the quiz, 20 for 20, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Great game thus far. We are halfway through the quiz. I hope you all have been playing with us all season long. It is season 55 of NYC Trivia League, and we're into week 8. You can see here how you stand for our top 10 teams after week 7, and you can check out the full standings by going to this website, nyctrivialeague.com/standings. See how it's going thus far, where you stack up, and don't don't fret. At the end of the season, we will drop your 3 lowest scores. So if you miss a night or you really bomb one of the evenings, do not fret. We've got you covered for those kinds of situations. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, not only in the lead here tonight, but also right now in the lead for the entire virtual league. And in 10th place right now, roll for insight. All right, keep playing with us next week and we shall see what happens to these scores. Let's dive right on into our third round of the night. Round 3 tonight is in the category of time. How you punish me. Time, our topic. Here's round 3. Question 1. Gary Cooper played Marshal Will Kane in what 1952 Fred Zinnemann film whose climactic gunfight occurs at the titular time of day? That movie that stars Gary Cooper is called High Noon. High Noon. And excited to report that every single team who submitted got that one right. Question number 2. While nocturnal animals are active during the night and diurnal animals are active during the day, what adjective describes animals that are active during the twilight hours? 4 options there. Animals active during the twilight hours. They're not Bella or Edward animals. They are rather crepuscular animals. Crepuscular, your correct response there. 50% of you coming in with the correct answer. Question number 3, also the title of a 1994 movie starring Luke Perry. What is the minimum length of time a competitive bull rider must stay on the bull to receive a score, according to the Professional Bull Riders Organization? In order to receive a score in the PBR, you must stay on that bull for 8 seconds. 8 seconds, your correct answer for number 3. Unbelievable. This may be something that comes up on Saturday. If y'all don't know, this coming Saturday, there is going to be the movie quiz live. We would love it if you would come check it out. Rosemary's going to be there. That is fantastic. I'm going to be there. Of course, Trivia Man is going to be running the show. And I believe Peter's going to be there as well, hanging out. we'd love to have you all. It is at Brooklyn Comedy Collective this Saturday, the 5th, and it starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And Chris just dropped a link in the chat, so click on it to get tickets. We would love to see you there. It'd be so fun to meet you all in person. Come say hi. Let's have a great time this Saturday. And now we know maybe something about 8 seconds, bulls, or just time movies. I don't know. But we'll find out, and we will find out if you are there on Saturday. Let's get back into round number 3. Time, of course, our topic. Here's question 4. The G in the abbreviation for the mean solar time, GMT, stands for what town in southeast London where the Royal Observatory is located? The G in GMT stands for Greenwich, as in Greenwich Mean Time. Almost a social. Question 5. The Aldous Huxley novel Brave New World opens in London in the year AF 632, measuring the years after the introduction of a notable invention by what famous real-life industrialist? Looking for the name of that industrialist. Things changed a lot in A Brave New World after the invention of the assembly line. AF stands for after Ford. Henry Ford, your correct answer for number 5. Our 6th question in this time themed round. Brett and Jermaine perform the songs Business Time and Song for Sally on the 5th episode of what HBO sitcom that ran from 2007 to 2009 about the musical duo's struggles to succeed in New York City? Brett and Jermaine, members of that musical duo, Flight of the Conchords. Flight of the Conchords, your correct answer for number 6. Our 7th question in this time round. What U.S. president is the only person to be singularly named Time Magazine's Person of the Year in 3 separate years? The only individual to be Time Magazine's Person of the Year 3 separate years is Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR. Your correct answer for number 7. 50% of you got that one right. Question number 8. The Holocene, Pleistocene, and Eocene are examples of what unit of geologic time that is shorter than periods but longer than ages? The Holocene, Pleistocene, and Eocene are all epics. Epic, your answer for number 8. 2 more questions in this round. Then we're diving into our final theme of the night, the picture round. Here's number 9. The opening of the movie 13 Going on 30 features Jenna getting tricked by the popular girls to go into the closet and play what kissing party game? Poor Jenna. Those girls were so mean to her. But then she gets to be Jennifer Garner in like a scene after that and do the dance to Thriller. That game is 7 minutes in heaven. 7 minutes in heaven. And that does bring us to our final question of this round. It's time for what segment of The Muppet Show, which was a porcine parody of sci-fi series like Star Trek? It's time for Pigs in Space. Your correct response for number 10. And of course, everybody, it has happened. You have just been Muppeted. You've been Muppeted, everyone. Pigs in Space, I don't think they're specifically here, but we do have Miss Piggy over there representing those pigs in space. That brings us to the end of round number 3. Let's check in with our standings as we head into our final round of the evening. We've got a tie here in 10th place with 24 points. Swearwolves, Baker Street Irregulars in 9th with 25. We Drink and We Know Things 22. In 8th with 26. Why Not Zoidberg in 7th with 27. Jackass Incorporated tied in 4th with 28. We Drink and We Know Things 12. Piece It Together and Not a Registered Sex Offender. And tied for the lead right now, a 3-way tie, no perfect scores, 29 out of 30 points. We Drink and We Know Things 17 and 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It all comes down to our final topic of the evening. Before we get there, everybody, reminder, our next quiz is coming up 1 week from today. Hope to see you all then. We will be back here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That is Wednesday, August 9th. Hope you join us 1 week from now. And of course, check out the movie quiz live on Saturday. Get those tickets, everybody. The picture round this evening. It is in the category of TV living rooms. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of living rooms featured on TV shows. It is your job to name the TV show based on the image of the living room. On your answer sheet, you'll see a number inside of each of the photos, and underneath the images are 10 numbered blanks. Make sure you enter in your responses in the correct order. You're going to have 5 minutes to work on this round. Then we're going to go over the correct answers and move on to our final question of the game, the tiebreaker question. Let's do it, everybody. Best of luck in the picture round. Please name these TV shows to which these living rooms belong. Hi, everyone. Hanging out in this living room number 5 here. Just checking in. Hope it's going well. We're halfway through the picture round. Name the TV show that you see depicted in each of these images. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. We'll see how you did. Then we'll move into the tiebreaker question. Keep an eye out, everyone. Your countdown timer heading your way any moment now. Make sure you click submit answers. I've got answers for you all for this picture round. Hope you recognized a bunch of these TV show living rooms. Image number 1, that living room is from Seinfeld. Seinfeld is your answer there. Image number 2 is The Simpsons. Number 3, we have Will and Grace. Image number 4 is Beavis and Butthead. Image number 5, that is the living room from How I Met Your Mother. Technically, also, if you put How I Met Your Father, different furniture, but same room. Image number 6 is Family Guy. Image number 7 is Frasier. You okay, bud? Yeah? What's up? We got Frasier there. Appropriate. Eddie the dog hacking up a lung over here. Rick and Morty is number 8. Number 9 is Friends. And image number 10 is I Love Lucy. Let's see how you did here. Which one was the toughest of all? How I Met Your Mother proved to be fairly difficult, and I Love Lucy also a bit of a challenge. We do have a tiebreaker question, of course, and your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer. Your goal in placing your response to the tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number. So that means you can guess over or under the number in the event that your team is part of a tie here tonight. Whoever is closer to the correct number is going to break that tie. Here it is, everybody, your tiebreaker question. Give us your best guess. How many episodes aired of the 1950s TV show I Love Lucy? The TV series I Love Lucy ran for 180 episodes. 180, your correct answer for the tiebreaker. In the event that you were part of a tie and your team ended up in the top 15 or so teams this evening, we will post the results of the tiebreaker over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out to see what ended up happening there. That does bring us to the end of tonight's quiz. Thank you all so much for being here. Also, special day announcement. Happy Gotcha Day to Dante. We got Dante 3 years ago today. So I thought it only appropriate that he come on screen and hack up a lung for you all to hear. He's doing fine, everybody. Don't worry. He doesn't have a cold. He's good. Thank you all for being here. We will be back 1 week from today. You can find us at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And before then, it would be my truest pleasure to see some of you in person this coming Saturday at Brooklyn Comedy Collective for the movie quiz live. Get those tickets, reserve those seats. We'll see you there at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Let's head on over to the winner's circle. See what happened this evening. Finishing up tonight's quiz in, no doubt, a tie. Let's see, for 18th place with 29 points. So we have Jewel Hand Luke, J&J, Roll for Insight 1, Back in the City, Roll for Insight 4, Team Cockroach, and Hot Dog Hideout. In 14th place with 30 points, we have the Rubber Yolks, Bringing Up the Rear, and Chi-Chi's Forever, as well as Team 578, On Location. In a tie for 11th place with 31 points, Swearwolves, the Indictiest Nando, and the Baker Street Irregulars. In 10th place with 32 points, Baby Sis. In 9th place with 33 points, We Drink and We Know Things 22. Tied in 7th with 35 points, Why Not Zoidberg, and Not a Registered Sex Offender. In 6th place with 36 points, Jackass Incorporated. In 5th with 37, We Drink and We Know Things 12, and we've got a four-way tie for that top spot with 38 points each. We Drink and We Know Things 69, We Drink and We Know Things 17, pieced it together, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Thank you all so much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And we'll see you 1 week from now. Good night, everybody. Take care.